Today we are talking about KPIs, otherwise known as key performance indicators. What are they and how can you use them to grow your business? We're going to get into that right now. KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator. The K, or key, means that these numbers are crucial to the growth of your business. With all of my clients, I suggest that they track no more than 3 to 5 of these numbers. P stands for performance. In other words, these numbers need to track the actual performance of your company and the people in it. I stands for indicator. These numbers need to indicate how you're doing. Green light if you're doing well, red light if you're doing bad. Keep it simple. One of the benefits of a KPI is that it allows your team to come together and focus on the key drivers that make your business grow. Otherwise, you got employees running everywhere with their heads cut off. But if you give them 3 to 5 numbers to focus on and make their jobs all about those numbers, you're going to grow. So for example, there is a little market right in here somewhere, right about there. And if I was the CFO of this little market, they sell knickknacks and trinkets and stuff. The 3 to 5 key metrics that I would track are: number 1, total sales for the day. I would compare the total sales each and every day to see how we're doing. Number 2, new customers versus returning customers. Number 3, my cash on hand. And number 4, the inventory as it's turning over. There's a number called inventory turnover ratio. Those are the 4 numbers that I would track as a business, and I would make sure that my staff knows how we're doing on all 4 of those metrics each and every day so that we can come together as a team and make the company grow. All right, guys, I don't know if you can see this, but there is a little hair salon right back here somewhere. If I was their CFO, these are the KPIs that I would pick. Number 1, the total number of haircuts that they're doing each and every day per stylist. We'd set a benchmark of maybe 20 haircuts. Anything above that, they're doing really well as a stylist. Anything below that, we need to work on the marketing campaigns. I'd also track cash on hand because that's important in any small business. I would also track the average wait time per customer. That's a massive thing for a hair salon. It's awful when you go to get your haircut and it takes 45 minutes to get in the seat. So if we can shrink that up as a business, we're going to grow our company by excellent word of mouth. All right, guys, back here is a little restaurant. All restaurants struggle from the same problems. Labor costs are always too high compared to what they sell, as well as food costs. So I would track a percentage of my food costs to my revenue, as well as a percentage of my labor cost to my revenue. Third, I would track cash on hand. And number 4, I would track total new customers in for the day versus total returning customers in for the day. Before we wrap up, huge warning right here. When I see businesses kind of latch onto this KPI idea, they get really excited and they go, oh my gosh, let's make 10 of these or 100. I haven't seen 100, but I've actually seen a business with 50 KPIs before. It took a whole management team to calculate these things, and it took a week for them to calculate it. That is the wrong idea with KPIs. They have to be simple. You have to be able to calculate them on the fly and share them with your team so that your team can know how they're doing and get real-time feedback to improve their performance. That's what we call them, key performance indicators. I would love to hear from you guys as to what industry you're in and what KPIs you're using, or if you don't have them yet, ask questions down below in the comment section about what ones you should be using, and I'll do my best to answer and give you some suggestions or ideas. Also, if you haven't done it, click that big, beautiful red subscribe button over there somewhere. It's going to give you access to all the videos I create in the future to help you build a business that's going to set you free.